row, chasing Wayne Wakefield.
Wakefield got very good power down here.
Oh, big one, Mark Porter.
Massive crash.
Huge crash at the top of the mountain, and I think that's David Clark.
All teams are to proceed directly to pit lane. All teams are to proceed directly to pit lane.
Oh, we certainly hope that Mark Porter is A-OK.
That is one of the biggest crashes you'll ever see.
Let's have a look here. So Porter's lost it at the top. Is it Shannon O'Brien or is it David Clark? Okay, Alajajan, big lose. Oh, no. It is David Clark. Huge hit into the driver's side of Mark Porter's car.
そうしないとこのままいっちゃいますね、最後まで。今服部君の後ろで3台がなかなかな戦いをやってますね。
4番手以降ですね。
これはマルティニだけはちょっとラフタイム早いんです。いや、
1コーナー、
いや、小川ですね。
すごいクラッシュ。小川ですか？
小川ですね。今後ろに乗り上げちゃったのが
小川がスコットに乗り上げたんですね。
そうですね。
大丈夫でしょうか。マシンはバラバラ。一つはタイヤバリアを越えて。
Just as the pair went under the Dunlop Bridge, they locked wheels and veered off the track. Though the two cars seemed joined together, it was McNish's car which launched itself into the air and climbed a retaining wall and broke apart in the spectator area. The fact that it involves spectators rather than racers makes it doubly horrific.
Mike Bergman, car number 33, has had a big one down Conrod Straight underneath the JPS bridge. The car has rolled. Bergman started in the car. Melrose was the rookie driver to have co-driven with him. Ambulance officers on the scene of the accident, and it's been a bad one, with Mike Bergman, the driver of the number 33 V8 Holden.
The The track was wet, but not unduly so, as the master driver set off on the first circuit. It was in the 5th lap that something went wrong. Clark's car had not reappeared in front of the timekeeper. The reason was soon clear. Clark had careered off the track at over 150 miles an hour. A stunned Graham Hill searched among the wreckage for a clue to the inexplicable crash. Clark had been killed instantly as his car smashed through the trees bordering the track.
Scott Pruitt is driving a car that was designed and built by Bob Riley, who used to work for Jack Roush before moving on to the prototype team. There you see Jim Fitzgerald in the number 38 Nissan. He is Paul Newman's teammate, and he has made hard contact with the wall. That's in the turn 1 area, that twitchy left and right-hander before they go on to the long back straight.
It looks like he clipped the wall on the outside there, as you can see it on the left, and spun violently into that other wall. That's a very dangerous part of this track, actually.
He is heading down into the pits, Calvin Fish. This is by design.
Yes, it is. They had to wait for the green flag before they go. I understand there's a wreck in turn 1, but Boris is making his way down pit lane. Should be routine, guys. Back to you.
Big wreck in that
an immense crash, Dorsey, in turn 1. You were pointing it out. That's Mike Gagliardo.
That car is broken right in the center, Greg. That I saw it bend. That is not at all a good crash. I'm really in fear for the car in the green car there.
Yeah, there's another car off to the right. There's another car behind Gag's car. Don't know exactly. That looks like a Panos perhaps behind there, but that is a huge hit.
That is a tremendous hit, and I didn't like at all what I just thought I saw, and I hope I was wrong about it.
Bussin has a lap on the field. Reichert is still running strong in second. On lap 183, 2 cars tangle and block the backstretch. Several more cars are involved, and one driver is launched end for end and catches fire. A second angle shows Steve Leonard and Harry Kern locked together. Wayne Funk and Cy Fairchild slam into the stalled cars. Chuck Lynch piles into the stalled cars and flips. Wayne survived the crash, but unfortunately Harry Kern was fatally injured.
Winkelhock steps into the cockpit for what would be his last time. A few laps later, in turn number 2, Winkelhock crashed. The rescue took 40 minutes, 21 laps, and Derek Bell, Stuck's teammate, later insisted the race should have been stopped.
We've heard that Manfred Winkelhock has had a very heavy crash at the turn 2. The Kramer car of Winkelhock appears to have left the track at high speed and collided with the concrete safety barriers.
Stefan Beloff, second in the race behind Jackie Ickx. The view from the camera in Ickx's car on the downhill run to Eau Rouge. Out in the crumpled wreckage of Beloff's car.
For the second time in the 2010 season, it begins with tragedy. Stop alcohol dragster driver Mark Niver lost his life in a high-speed incident with the catch net in the semifinals here today. Here is that incident, and please turn away now if you don't care to watch, because Mark Niver was one special guy.
This is a very bizarre run as we were watching it. I mean, Mark goes down and he makes the best run of the weekend. The parachutes come off and just does not slow the car down. And we both thought that he was going to make the stop, not go into the sand, but that's not the way it goes. And he winds up hitting the net. And this race, we lost just a great gentleman, a great friend of all of us here in the sport of drag racing.
And out of respect to Mark Niver, his wife Tanis, his family, crew, friends, and everybody that knew Mark Niver, we dedicate the rest of this race.
Lap 56. Vukovic is flying. He's lapped some cars 5 times and is running through the field with magnificent skill. Roger Ward spins on the backstretch. The way clear, Boyd and Vukovic move right along, but Al Keller spins into them from the inside. Vuki is thrown over the rail, flipping helplessly. From a point directly opposite the bridge, the incident looked like this. Boyd's car, number 39, is thrown on its back and skids to a stop. Boyd is trapped underneath. Keller, in the car that started it all, waves frantically to warn other drivers. Ed Elysian, a close friend of Vukovic, stops his car and risks his life crossing the track to go to Vuki's aid.
Driver Sonny Arnett attempts to break a speed record.
Car was going awful fast. I'd say he's probably running around 250 or 260. And when we got to Sonny, he was, I thought we were really lucky. I really did. When we got him out of the car and the paramedics and stuff was working on him, he looked really good. I figured he was knocked out and got his bell rung pretty good, but unfortunately we lost him.
This accident has left Californian Rick Baldwin unconscious and in critical condition in a Jackson, Michigan hospital. Rick has no broken bones, but serious head injuries, and normally in these cases, the extent cannot be determined until the swelling subsides.
Butch in the white Camaro bumps his way into the lead. He had actually run more than the prescribed 125, but the last 10 laps must be green. Then suddenly Butch impacted turn 3's wall, actually hitting it broadside. Apparently his head hit the barrier as he is shown in extremely critical condition. His car owner Neil Bonnet has flown to be at his side.
how did the right rear tire get pushed against the fender? I mean, what happened?
I guess he got up against Jeff a little bit in the corner.
Okay, they're watching
trouble down
here.
in turn 1 and 2.
We have a car on fire after having hit the wall in turn number 1.
Grant Adcox.
Car at the bottom of the racetrack. Still a little bit of fire seen from underneath the car, but mostly smoke from the Grant Adcox car. This brings out our 4th caution period of the afternoon.
Motorcycle daredevil Butch Laswell will attempt to jump across a freeway overpass. The wind is strong, and Laswell decided to go for it. Laswell is down, seriously injured. His approach perfect, but while in the air, a gust of wind shifts him less than 3 feet off target. By missing the landing ramp, his body absorbs the full impact of the crash.